fresh, crisp morning. My name is Kelly, if I haven't met you before, and I will be taking you through a short but sweet 20-minute family time connected session. So if you are new, then welcome, because these sessions are standalone, so this is a great time to start. If you are a regular, then you'll be recognising some shapes and breathing that we have done already. I thought we would pay a particular focus to calming anti-anxiety stretches and poses, and even though you might recognise some we've done before, I'll tailor them to help to calm us and to reduce any anxieties we have, and do some breathing that can help with that too, because it's a very challenging time right now, which we shouldn't underestimate. So hopefully some of these family yoga can support you as a family, bring us back together. So without further ado, let us begin. We're actually going to start to flow straight away this morning. So I'd like you all, with your mats hopefully in a circle that you can see one another, to come into your table where your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips, and you're balancing an imaginary glass of water on your back, which means you need to lift up through the belly and you need to press up slightly through the shoulders, and you're really grounding through your hands and looking down towards the mat, so just in between your hands, and take 3 breaths here. These can be in through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. A nice long breaths. Next inhale, we start to lift the tailbone and we start to lift the heart. And we hold this here. Breathe in, and then we exhale, we round, and we press the shoulder blades towards the ceiling. We take 4 more. They're a little bit slower than usual, so we lift up, opening the heart, round, and breathe out. 3 more. Big breath in. And big breath out, really angry cat shape, rounding through the back. And you can make sounds with the breath if that feels good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take 1 more to breathe in. This is like a nice soothing pose. 1 more to breathe out. Good, and then come back to your rock, which is your safe, secure spot. And we breathe here. And then from here we start to lift up and round the back. So we come back, nice flat back, breathe in, breathe out. Then we lift up with that angry cat shape, and then we tuck our hips back. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to lift, around the shoulders. Come back with the hips, breathe in, breathe out. And now we're going to lift up to our cobra. So if you've been here before, you'll remember our cobra breathes out, maybe on a hiss, and then we lift up to open the heart, draw the shoulders down, and then we breathe out, maybe on a hiss, sliding back under our rock like we're a snake. Breathe in. Breathe out to slither forward, maybe like a little movement as we slither. Lift the heart, breathe in, shoulders down, and only as high as feels good. And then slither back. Take a breath in. Slither forwards. Lift the heart. Full breath, and then slither back under your rocks. Breathe in, breathe out. Now take your last cobra off your mat, slide onto your floors, slide onto your carpets, slither around and smile at your family. And then lift up, breathe in, and then slither all the way back. Good, so we're moving a bit. I'd like you now to come and just sit up because we're going to do a similar breath. That's a really anti-anxiety, calming breath with our snake. So similar to how we moved, our hands now become like an imaginary body, and it's a really nice breath. So what we do is we start to take a breath in and a breath out. And as we breathe in, we slither with the hands. As we breathe out, we slither with the hands. And then we breathe in all the way up, and then we slither out. Moving the hands in all different directions. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Take it round in different circles. Now what I'd like you to do is stand up, and we're going to slither around the room like a bit more with our whole body, weaving in and out of your family. Try not to connect to them, but just be mindful of using your body to move around them and not touch. So be really aware of your body. So take a breath in, start to go around the room, seeing how long you can get that breath, see how many movements and windy shapes you can do. So when you can't breathe anymore out, breathe in and take it again. So this is another way we can do our cobra breathing. It's really calming. Take 2 more. Think of exploring your space. Slither around, underarms, maybe between legs. And let's do 1 more for luck. Big breath in, fill up and breathe out. Nice, so that's your lovely snake breath, which gets you breathing and moving in fun ways. Let us come straight into our dog. So that's with our hands wide and our feet hip distance. And if you've been here before, you'll know it's kind of like an upside down V in the body. Hips are high. We start to walk out and breathe all the way down our legs, down our back. We relax our back of our neck. We relax the shoulders. Take another breath in. Another breath out. Then we step our right foot gently forward, land on our left knee. We lift up to our lizard. And then we breathe out and open our heart. Maybe you can breathe out through your nose or mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Open your heart. Breathe out. Hands come beside the foot. Step it back to your lovely dog. Now in your dog shape, we're going to start to wag the hips like we're wagging our dog tails when they get happy. They start to wag. Optional sounds, if you have a doggy at home like me, you might hear some communication across the home if you're barking. Take another 2 wiggles, always breathing. And then find your stillness. Step your left foot forward, gently onto your right knee. Raise up, open out. 2 more. 1 more to lift. Breath out. Hands come down. We step back again to our dog. Scoop the belly in. Take a big breath here. A big breath out. Walk your hands back to your feet. And we're going to take our hanging tree. So our hanging tree has bent legs. We drop our body and we take our elbows And we just start to hang here. So this is a nice, soothing, safe place to be, where we get to feel all the back body and back of legs stretch. We can slow down our breath as we fill it up all the way into our bodies. Relax your head so it's shaking and heavy. Now I'd like you to open your legs a bit wider and come down into a squat. This is called Malasana, so it's like a little squat position. If you're struggling, you can take a block underneath you and sit on that, or a cushion. And you can also come against your wall if you have one available. And you use your arms to open out your hips or your knees, and you stand tall, or you sit tall with a long string at the top of your head. And you close your eyes, and we're going to take 5 calming breaths here. So that's a breath in through the nose, a big breath through the mouth. And as you do that, I'd like you to imagine a yellow light lifting up all the way to the crown of the head. See that light radiate out the top, and then as we exhale, draw that light all the way down into the earth. Breathe in, see that yellow light lifting up. Breathing out, see that yellow light draw all the way down to the earth. And it's like this magical yellow light is filling up your bodies. Take 2 more. Each time it fills a little wider into the body. Breathe out. 1 more to really fill up with the yellow light. Breathe out. And this is also called our frog pose, because you can see we're in a bit of a frog position. And what we're going to now do, being really careful of our hips, and also the idea of using your body in this space, but being really aware of your body, so you're not just flying about or bashing into people, but you're controlling your body through all the shapes we've done so far, lifting your belly in and using your breath to feel a sense of control and stability in your body. So what we're going to do, and this is a bit of fun as well, is we're going to take a lift, a little bounce. So it's a bit of a frog that we're going to move. A lift, a little bounce. Get strong in your legs. For now, just stay on your own mats until you feel really controlled and landing as soft as possible. See if you can really tap when you land rather than heavy. And then if you get this, start to take it off your mats and rub it around the room like little frogs. Moving around, you get nice strong legs here. Feel your burn a little bit into your quads, into your legs, into your bottoms. Take another 5 around your room. Delicate frogs though, these are nice and soft frogs that land gently on their lily pads. Take another 3 more. And then land back on your mats. Take a breath in, close your eyes. And now I'd like you to sit back. So you're going to sit either on your block or your cushion. You're going to bring your legs wide, but only as wide as feels okay. If you start to think, ouch, my inner thighs are burning and painful, then you've gone too far. So bring them in a bit. And maybe you can connect toes to your family, so you're in one big circle. And this is a nice, calming, gentle seated pose. We take a breath in, and we take a breath out. And we reach the hands towards the center of our space. We drop the neck, and we think of the breath coming up through fingers and toes and pouring out again. We keep the elbows soft. Perhaps we're close enough to touch or nearly touch fingertips. And we start to slow the breath down. Let's take another 5 deep breaths. Take another 2 more breaths. One more to breathe in and out. Inhale, we start to lift. We start to roll the shoulders. Nice, everybody. So now I would like you to find someone in your family that you can put your feet next to like this. If you have a strap or towel or something to hand, you can take this as well. Otherwise, bend the knees if you need to, because this is quite a stretch down the backs of the legs. And see if you can take fingertips across your family. If you prefer to do this by yourself, you can just take a breath in and you can fold forward, taking your feet. This is like our safe snail little shape here. And this is a really calming one, because what we're getting is a nice internal feeling. A feeling that we're just able to be at peace with ourselves. We also get a lovely stretch all the way down and up towards the back of the neck. Be aware if it starts to hurt, that you've gone too far and you just need to lift up a bit. And if you've got someone's fingers, then maybe you receive the stretch first and then afterwards they receive the stretch. So you're sharing and working together as a family, which is what all this practice is about. And ask them, speak to them with how they're feeling. Ask them if that feels too strong. Do they need a bit more support? Because this time is all about supporting one another and being really nice, but also communicating, so talking to one another. Take another 5 big breaths. Notice if you're still breathing fully. Notice if you're holding any tension in your face or anywhere in your bodies. Take another breath in, another breath out. And then I'd like you, either alone or with your family, to start to lift up, like you're stacking all your spine back on your body until you're very much sitting tall. And then arrive back on your own mats, and we'll do some nice breathing exercise. So just notice how you feel now. Do you feel a little bit calmer, a little less stressed? This is going to also add to your toolkit of things to take with you. So I'd like you to start by just bringing your shoulders around in big circles backwards, and then bringing them in big circles forwards. And then I would like you to bring your chin in and then across to your right side, and then chin forward to your left. Again, never pushing, just noticing. Are you going too far? Is it hurting, or are you feeling a really great sense of stretch and opening in the neck? Are you being true to yourself in all the shapes you make? Are you relaxing your face? Good. Take another one each side. Feeling that lovely stretch all the way down the face. And then I would like you to start with your hands on your laps. Breath in, you lift up. Breath out, you push the breath down. Breath in, you lift the hands up. Maybe you're watching your family as you do this. Breath out as you push the breath down. Let's take 3 more. This is really soothing. Breath out. 2 more, breath in. Breath out. Let's take 1 more to lift. Breath out to push the air down. Now close your eyes, place your hands on your heart. And just notice a little bit of soothing, more calmer, more relaxed energy in your bodies. Notice how that feels and how you can bring that into your days, into your weeks ahead. Notice the heart just a little softer. We're breathing a little wider and more spacious in your body. Make sure you give yourself loads of kindness, support, and lots of time and patience. And as well as feeling a little, hopefully less anxious, a lot of yoga also teaches us about supporting and communicating to one another. So please make sure you do that in your days ahead. Take a prayer together, take a bow down to the earth, Namaste, which means thanking you for practicing, for joining, for shining your lights together as a family. And I really, really hope that you enjoyed the practice and took something from it. Each session I kind of build on things we've done but introduce new shapes and breathing. So today, if you've been here before and haven't seen a couple of shapes, we did the yogi squat, which kind of went into our frog. So that's a really nice one for strengthening the legs and controlling our bodies in the space, and really valuable to work on that because it gives us lots of kind of spatial awareness, coordination, and ability to kind of really have to strengthen our bellies and land softly as opposed to heavy. So you can practice that one. If you've been here before, you'll notice we didn't do our back-to-back breathing. So I encourage you as a family to go back-to-back and see how long you can spend back-to-back, synchronizing the breaths together. So you're breathing in and breathing out at the same time. So that's a little challenge for you to take away. And I think most of the other shapes we've done are ones we've done before, like our dog and our cobras and our rock. So these are all wonderful shapes to take with you into your days ahead. And as always, any comments, questions or requests, have a little chat with me and I'll answer them. And next time we'll do a Thursday session at the same time, and then Saturday is at 9:30 for a little bit longer. So if there's anything you want to work on, let me know and I will add it into the class. Have a good week.